have names, they're human beings. And this guy paid for our dismal poverty of vision and our failure of poverty. He paid with his life. And now another 2 young people have taken their own lives, self-immolation. And that's upon all of us. Everybody who feels that there has to be a better way, we have to get out there and better articulate not just the extraordinary, inexcusable human cost of the people who are on the front line and who bear the brunt of our policy, but the fact that it doesn't need to be this way. Because I think what has been done is the horror that Australians felt seeing boats breaking up off the coast of Christmas Island, seeing people helplessly in the water, that horror, that compassion has been cruelly and ruthlessly manipulated and turned into what Jared McKenna, as many of you would know, is the equivalent of locking the fire escape on a burning building. That is what stopping the boats means. People fleeing these horror zones, these conflict zones, areas of war and genocide. We are doing the equivalent, the political equivalent of locking the fire escape on a building that is burning. And we haven't stopped the boats. People are still trying to leave, it's just that they're not getting here to Australia. We are the ones who have to articulate that it doesn't need to be this way. We can lift our humanitarian intake, we can create a safer pathway for people to come here. If you're serious about crashing the so-called business model of the people smugglers, give people a safe passage. That's how you prevent them from getting on boats in the first place.
First, I would like to share my sympathy and condolence with the families and children of those asylum seekers and refugees who have died in the offshore and onshore detention centres, and those who have drowned in the sea, in the ocean. May their soul rest in peace, and they would always be remembered by their fellow human beings.
Certainly, I think we can all sense that things have been getting a little bit worse, and not just for people in refugee situations, but we can see that meanness and that cruelty starting to extend into the Australian community more broadly. It's no surprise that politicians who fight elections on proving themselves to be the most cruelest to vulnerable people in refugee situations go on to be the cruelest to the most vulnerable people in the Australian community. And in this environment of cruelty and of human rights abuses and of racism, coming out today to say welcome becomes a statement of resistance. And so we are out here to say very loudly and very clearly in our resistance, we welcome refugees.
And so it is easy to feel hopeless about the Labor Party. After all, I oppose offshore processing, I oppose mandatory detention, but let me tell you, I'm far from alone in the Australian Labor Party, and for that reason I still have hope. There are thousands of us across the country, good Labor people, fighting to return our party to its best values: humanity, justice, good international citizenship. We're joined here in WA by strong representatives who speak out and demand the change that we need.
Good morning, folks. It's great to be here. I'd like to acknowledge the Noongar people that we gather on Aboriginal land, always was, always will be. And if there was ever a group of people in the Australian community that actually did have a problem with unauthorised boat arrivals, it was the Aboriginal people of this land. Because unless you're Aboriginal, you or your mob have come from somewhere else. You or your ancestors have come from somewhere else. We sit here in this beautiful park today. We have 1,023 children in detention in Australia, in Christmas Island, in Nauru and Manus. Shame. I do not know what will happen after I die. I do not want to know. But I would like the potter to make a whistle from the clay of my throat. May this whistle fall into the hands of a naughty child, and the child to blow hard on the whistle continuously, with the suppressed and silent air of his lungs, and disrupt the sleep of those who seem dead to my cries. So I think today in Fremantle, as we go marching, we want to raise our voice to say that we are not deaf to the cries of that asylum seeker, to all the asylum seekers and to refugees, and we declare peace on the refugees. We say that the days when we treat refugees as if we are at war with them have to stop. Martin Luther King once famously said, "We begin to die the day we are silent about the things that matter." This matters.
I'll come to the side for a sec.
When they go back to West Papua, they're killing my people. In January, my uncle, my mother, younger brother got killed. They tortured him brutally and then drowned him in Panier Lake. Nothing has been said. Australian government has not allowed Australian journalists to go in West Papua. Only 2 weeks ago, Mark Davis from SBS went into West Papua because of Indonesian police, military, and Indonesian foreign minister give him an invitation to West Papua to say nothing is happened, special autonomy is work. While he was there, they're killing priest servants.
Sunny go down, sunny come up, don't worry, stop yet. Below West Papua. Let me tell you now, freedom, freedom. West Papua, all want to belong you me. Like freedom, freedom. West Papua, all want to belong you me. Sunny go down, sunny come up, don't worry, stop yet. Oh, West Papua. Sun, come on now, freedom, freedom to West Papua. All want to belong you me. Let me hear it now loud. We like you, freedom.